Hello and welcome everybody to part 15 of the Empire Total War Great Britain Let's Play, and I think we're facing John Churchill's doom. We have 1,500 Cherokee Nations troops facing us, being reinforced by an army of 2,400 Iroquois Confederacy Native Americans. I do have some mortars and what have you, but my men are already pretty weakened from the last engagement. We'll fight this, but unfortunately I don't think we have much hope, even if I can make excellent use of the surround and terrain. There is just too many of them. John Churchill's army, unfortunately, will probably be eradicated here, and we'll have to rebuild. Will mean the end of John Churchill. But nothing I can do about that. He has been besieged. And we will have to just try and kill as many of them as possible. Okay, so I get a bit of... the terrain is far better here to use. Let's put the mortar back here. It's kind of slightly sheltered. The enemy can't get directly at it here. That's good. Cannon. This is kind of a good bit up here. Got a good kind of sight. Straight from the word go. So we'll place them here. And then obviously the armed citizenry. I'm going to place them up here, although to be honest there's not a huge amount of point putting them up here because the enemy won't actually come up these steps. They can't come up this sort of area, so they will come over here. But I'll have these guys over on the flank firing, and then the rest will be made up with the infantry. The remainder of my infantry, I should say, because there's not many of them left. I'll have to form up like so. Oh damn, we've got the light troops in. Make them a separate group. Oh no, you're group 2. My infantry around here, I'll have the light guys if I can. Okay, we'll have them. Come on, you can surely get this side of the cannon. I thought they probably could. Well, there's those there, and then we'll try and put these up on here, the longer range. Maybe we'll be able to try and hit them as they come along to try and face us. Keep my general back in the woods here, try and inspire the men. The tribal gunners are all but pretty much exhausted. But we'll try and use them somehow. And then we face our doom, essentially. Bring the tribal gunners round on the right. I'm just going to try and hit them with everything we've got. Try and bring down the chief if we can, but the Iroquois are going to be coming in over on the right here and reinforcing. And I'm really stuck between hard place, rock on a hard place here, because I can't really afford to redeploy over there with the Iroquois, with the Cherokee in front of me. So yeah. The terrain, we've got a bit of a mound in front of us, but if I don't have time to redeploy, so I'm going to have to wait for them to come to me. No time to push forward. If somebody gets this decimated, we will revitalise them. And I'm not going to form square with my troops, mainly because there really isn't much chance of me getting in there with an effective kill. And the squares aren't that effective, so we're going to charge in with the tribal auxiliary now, try and pin these guys while they've been hit by ours. Yes, they've broken. I'll pull out with the cavalry. They're now being charged by the other units. Cannon, form you to canister, and if I can, I'll try and get them to canister shot a few of them. Mortars, try and get these Native American warriors up here. But we're going to be struck down over here. I can't even try and hold these guys off with cavalry, to be honest. It's basically how many can I kill, and that's... I'm going to just try and charge down the line with my cavalry to break these guys. Now that they're fighting my engaged infantry. Kind of the best I can do. I'm trying to hold them right now because my infantry is already failing. I'm going to have to charge in with my general's bodyguard, try and push some of them back along here. Hoping the charge from the tribal auxiliary might weaken some of these guys a bit. Let's get my general in there as well, though. If I can shatter their lines here. I'll pull these two round to face like so. But I doubt they're going to be able to do much different. We've got these huge chiefs, bodyguards and mounted tribal gunners coming for us. A heroic death, John Churchill. He's gone down trying to stop the Cherokee nations. Alas, he has fallen. Great general of our age. While the unit's been caught up here, the Regiment of New York. The Royal Sussex Foot is reforming here. Try and get the mortars to turn now, but it's absolute chaos essentially because I'm trying to bring the men round. Too much cavalry. I've managed to push back several of the Cherokee Nation troops, but now the Iroquois have arrived. And there was no way that I could really deploy there to face both of them. So as they now charge in, South Essex trying to hold against the horde of Native Americans that now charge toward them. Men breaking left, right and centre. Fraser's marksmen will bring them round if they can, but now the enemy's got round to my mortars. A Night's Watch. I'll try and bring them round, and if we can, we'll bring the arm system around. Not that they're going to be able to do much anyway. But overwhelming odds have seen the American Northern Army destroyed. But we will hit back with a vengeance. We'll retrain stronger and greater than ever. And these regiments will not be forgotten. They will be reborn. But here is their doom. Fraser's Rangers trying to hold off the Native American warriors. And they have broken as well. Scattered to the winds. The cannon crew. Trying to charge them with the armed citizenry just to hold them off. The lancers. And now they've broken. Smashing defeat. But we shall rally and we shall recover from this defeat. We will rebuild a great northern army. So, the enemy only lost combined 647, unfortunately, and I have of course lost all my men and lost the territory. But we will recover. We'll have a new general recruited to avenge John Churchill. Let's deal with these ruddy pirates. Go back over here. Army destroyed. A heroic death, John Churchill. Yes, he died nobly. Agent recruited, a gentleman Goa. Okay, Algonquin territory lost. Yes. Pleasant Farms, Michigan territory. Recruitment. Upper Canada. That's what I was building. Up here, I was trying to reinforce with the troops, but wasn't going to be able to get there in time. But I can bring down the yeomanry and the regiment of horse. Replenish these guys. We've got the Rogers Rangers here. So we'll get them... We'll just get some line infantry to start with, and we can start renaming them to those troops. I'll rename them exactly as I had them before, and I'll bring down some extra troops later on, and we'll build some tribal auxiliary cavalry from up here, because they're bloody good, and we can get them from here as well. Henry's Irregulars, the Dothraki Raiders in Lionheart's Khalasar will ride again. Natural causes. General. Oh, he died over here in Ireland. In Ireland! That's cool. Let's upgrade my farm here. Let's upgrade... No, I won't upgrade that all just yet. I'll upgrade that farm there. This one up here. I need to check what I need to do in India first before I decide to do more upgrading, but my port does need repairing in the Caribbean. Because we've been attacked by another pirate fleet. Another race-built galleon. I'm going to send this one and leave them in there this time. Okay, and we're now attacking them here. But as I said, I'm going to wait for them to sally out and attack me, because I've got quite a lot of line infantry here. But I'd rather the enemy come to me. They will in one turn, so they'll have to face me then. With this fleet, I'm actually going to bring it down, and we'll attack the race-built galleon. And we'll auto-resolve that. And we'll claim it. There we go. And while we're here, I need to replenish these ships, because they have been rather damaged. But I can't do that until the port is solid again. Or rather repaired. So actually, we'll bring these guys over to the Bahamas and repair them there, because that port is fine. There we go. And then back over to India. Back over to India, back over to India. Dun, 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 dun. Large tea plantation. Now, I might see if we can push out and attack this army here. The Maratha Confederacy, they're full stack. They went up in the end turn phase to attack by Poor. They got destroyed, and then they were chased off by this army. But they've left the door open for us to swoop in. And I'll leave the militia behind, and the rest of them all good to come with me. And we're gonna push out against this army here. Damn it, they're being reinforced. Not fair, but they're actually quite low on troops. They've taken quite a beating from the Maratha Confederacy. So if we can smash this initial army and then face the reinforcements, which we should be able to do with these guys, then we should be able to turn the tide, at least in the Indian theatre today. Okay, so on the battle map, let's get the cannons arranged. We get the best terrain advantage for them, which would be this nice little bit in the middle here. And with cannon, I can hopefully draw them to me. So we'll unlimber, and probably should split them up so that I'm not caught up with all of them. And where's that? The enemy reinforcements are probably going to come from over here somewhere. But we won't worry about that. We'll redirect the whole army towards it. I'll keep them as a unit rather than breaking them, rather than weakening them. We'll just take this unit out and pop it over here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll be my main group, which will form up here. And these guys are going to be my second grouping, which we'll put here. And then we'll grab this unit to go in the middle of the cannon. And that one there, in between them. And then we will redeploy these three when we can actually fight in a moment. General's there. Let's have the cavalry over on the left flank, that's fine. Okay, here we go. Yes, the enemy is coming in exactly where I thought they would. We're going to just draw up a nice line down here. Actually, no, not. We're going to draw a line sort of like... Well, yeah, we're going to have to draw it like this because otherwise the terrain isn't going to be that great. So I keep a little bit of height here so they have to come over the crest of a hill. Cannons firing, it should be good. Infantry all fine along the line. Enemies coming in from behind. Okay. Probably going to have to deal with them sooner than I wanted to. Only because there's so many of them. So, I'm going to bring these two units around. I'm hoping they might try and link up with their... with this other army over here. Just going to quickly draw these guys out before these guys just get into range. I'm going to try and hit these guys with the cannon there at the front. And this unit of cavalry already been annihilated, which is good. These troops on the flanks really aren't going to do me much unless I swing them right over like so. Bring them way over on my flanks. And, oh, I didn't see that unit of foot trapped over there. Whoops. Infantry alone. I'm going to charge against the cavalry because they seem to have come forward out of the camels there, trying to attack my infantry, but I'll bring my own infantry through. Okay, so there I now finally have a test for, can your cavalry damage your own infantry charging through them? Yes, they can. So there we go. At the cost of my men, we have discovered. Try and form square, but a bit too late now to try and do that with the men. Form square with this unit though. In the centre, we're pushing back the main army quite nicely. Even over here, we're now flanking round, which is all good. The reinforcements coming in. Reinforcements coming in slowly, so we can deal with them whenever we like. Bring off these horsemen like so. So there we go, definitive proof. Some people weren't sure if it was just a Napoleon feature, and I'd never actually seen it happen too much, to be honest. But now we can see, yep, don't charge your cavalry through your own men. There we go. I was doing that on purpose. These guys should fire any moment. I'm hoping. I think they need to be reformed. The levy coming towards us. Probably not going to have time to pull these guys out of square. We'll have to try and hold. The enemy is just going to pour through them. Got some random cavalry just stuck behind here, and the camel nomads are again attacking my flank here, which is highly annoying. Don't know where my cavalry's run off to. It's run off to attack some Islamic swordsmen. I'm going to bring him down to attack the camel nomads to try and break my infantry here. but we'll have to deal with that. It's the camel nomads causing the issues. Here we've managed to break this levy unit, so we can reform 3 ranks deep, try and fire. But we've got the Zamindari pikemen. We're going to push forward with these 3 units because we can now form up the rest of the line here. Pull away with my cavalry, run away, and then we'll charge them. Just check the rest of the enemy troops aren't coming back. No, we're all good. We're good now to push forward with these units right round to the flanks. This unit of guns, they're not going to be a problem over here. And we've now broken the enemy in several places. We're going to bring these units up like so. We've finally broken the camel gunners there. We've managed to hold. With the cavalry, now I'm going to turn and charge through these Islamic swordsmen, because my infantry are rapidly forming up. Form up like so against these musketeers which are forming. Here we go, here's the charge against the Islamic swordsmen. We'll now pull them through, cavalry through, to form up a new line infantry. So I'm going to just run away with my infantry. We've managed to break the Islamic swordsman, which we're going to charge after. We've broken this unit as well. General's bodyguard, let's bring the General's bodyguard down to just attack the guns here. My cannon over here. Bring the rest of them around. And there goes the camel nomads. Going to push forward to engage this musketeer unit. And they will have claimed vengeance this campaign turn for terrible, a terrible series of events that befell our North American army. Cherokee and the Iroquois allying together, pushing us out. But we will strike back harder than ever before, with renewed units and grenadiers this time, so that we can use the best of our melee ability again. There we go. Being hit in the flanks, we should be able to give them a volley from the front as well. But they're probably going to run down the hill. Let's now deal with these guns, which will be best dealt with melee. So we'll go for it now, we'll go for the charge, although they are firing, but I'm hoping they're firing over us. they had canister right now, then I'd be worried. Oh, that's that one firing right in front of us. I think that missed. Coming out through the smoke, though, the redcoat charge. And with that, we have crippled their guns. And I believe that is victory is ours, because the rest are all broken, scattered across the field. Scattered to the winds. Unless they've got more troops that are incoming with reinforcements, but I don't believe so. It looks like a complete annihilation from the balance of power. There we go, we're going to end the battle, a heroic victory. Hopefully we've killed enough of them so that there will hardly be a garrison left at Satara, because it's about high time I claimed that province. I'm getting to the point where if the Maratha Confederacy managed to take it from me, I'd almost consider declaring war against the Marathas just to take it back. So we lost 850, the enemy lost 2,000, 1,000 of them remain. Most kills, obviously the East India Company sent that army packing. Ah, and here we go. I'm going to demand the surrender. Surrender accepted. And Satara is ours, and we can now defend from this point quite nicely. We can replenish majority of our troops, even recruit some more from here next time. We can get some better cannon, the 12-pounders rather than the demi-cannon. We've got a small fort here, we'll move out and take that shortly. But if the enemy tries to catch us, they're now pinned between myself and the Marathas here, moving up from Hyderabad. They've got another army they're pushing north with up here. So we finally made the capture, the push. We now have a little bit more of a foothold on the west coast of India. We can push up a little bit more. We're trying to take these several units. I will take that from the Iroquois. I may just sell some units around, but I don't know. We're building up a new army over here. And when I have some more troops, I will do at least, to then send round to attack some of these territories in Hindustan and try and cut off the Maratha Confederacy's advance. If I can get Hindustan, then I could come back down and take all these, and Punjab. But that is where I'm going to end it for now, guys. Fear not, the Northern Army will be rebuilt. We will recover from this. We still have our forces in Philadelphia. Philly! Looks like 13 colonies are actually pushing out for once, or going to flank round here, which would be great. That would help me out. I will rebuild, and we will come back stronger in the north. And next time we should probably be dealing with the pirates, because they will sally out and attack me from Punda. So as always, hope you enjoyed. Comment, rate, subscribe, thumb up this video, and I'll see you all again soon. Ciao for now.